Oh, all right. Let's do this. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Oh, let's turn this down. Let's turn that down for a moment. Okay. Am I good? Are we doing the thing? Yo, I don't think I was live. My bad. Was I live? No, we skipped the whole intro, so it's all good. Let's get to it. Let's go let's go ahead and run it back. Oh shoot. What did I do? What was this playlist was fire though. Not gonna lie. All right, so the verse of the day comes from 1 Corinthians 3:7, and it says, "Only God makes things grow." And that was so good. We did open up in prayer, but listen, I don't mind praying again. So, Father, thank you for this morning. Thank you for the opportunity we get to be here. Thank you for allowing us to just share in this opportunity of the market. Lord, give us wisdom, give us strength. Lord, allow us to just leave our identity in you. Lord, and give us clarity as we dive into the charts. Father, allow us to just clear our minds. Lord, our thoughts, Lord, and focus on this for a moment. And Lord, I pray for this to really be a moment, Father. I pray that we execute and leave, Lord, and allow us to just enjoy everything else that you've put in our lives. We thank you for this day in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's dive into it. Forex Factory, we had 830 unemployment claims. Okay, so 10 o'clock, this existing home sales, I've seen this thing move once or twice, but I've seen it move. So something you might want to be careful on, right? This 10 o'clock news. And then we'll dive into everything else. So no, market's not open yet. Yeah, so whatever. Let's play this. Why ain't I playing? Here we go. All right. What is this? Please select plugin. Okay. All right. What do we have, guys? What did we have? So yesterday, let's talk about this for a moment. Let me clear up my charts. Remove all the drawings. Remove all the drawings. No, we'll keep that one. And remove drawings. Okay. So what do we have yesterday? Let's take a look at this on sort of a larger time frame to see what basically what I've been watching and what I want to keep seeing. But I have to be aware of what's basically ahead of me, right? So if we mark this, we know that this is previous all-time highs right here. And then I think it's going to be important for me to mark, to mark this one here. So there's our previous all-time highs and our previous all-time highs failure swing, right? This was a manipulation high. So I have to keep that in mind, right? Understanding where we're at. So this one, same thing. We'll go previous all-time highs. You know what? Let's go. No, we'll keep it like that. Previous all-time highs, previous all-time highs. And then we have YM, previous all-time highs as well. And then RTY doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter. So let's see. So this is interesting, right? This is what's interesting. On a higher time frame, we know we have SMT to the upside, right? We have an SMT to the upside. This is not something that I want to be, oh, don't worry about it, whatever. This is definitely a big SMT that we want to keep an eye out. This is something we've been looking at, and what do I want to see? I want to see us confirm this SMT with a smaller time frame SMT. This is a 3-week SMT, right? This is also a 3-month SMT, meaning I'm expecting this to basically play out with a second SMT down here. I am expecting price to drop lower. And I say that, let's take a look at it here on the weekly. And I say that because it would make sense for us to continue lower. I mean, to go higher right from here. This is prime to go higher on a higher time frame, but on a lower time frame, I want to see a second SMT down here. Right, so far no other SMT has been created. The only SMT created is to the downside with RTY. RTY is now pushed into this weekly gap, right? RTY has also given us a weekly sequential SMT, okay? Not just there, it's given us an SMT here. 2 SMTs to the downside inside a weekly fair value gap, inside previous lows, I'm sorry, right? Inside previous lows. This is a place where I can expect price to react from, and it did, right? And this is where we're at now. So knowing this, knowing that we have a bearish stance on the market as intraday, on a higher time frame, it's bullish, right? And we're primed to go higher. On a smaller time frame, right, meaning a daily or within the day, because we know that this is a monthly SMT, I am bearish to confirm this SMT to the downside, right? And that's how I'm looking at it, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Also, I mean, this helps, but we basically are in equilibrium of this, right? Of this whole leg from 2021, or where is it? 2020, 2023. Sorry. We basically came back, broke below, and are trading back into EQ of this range, right? Failing to trade above it. We are now, here's the thing, we are above it on ES, right? But only to here. Now, if I change this to, this is going to be the same thing. EQ on, right there. Yeah, EQ on ES falls right there. So that's fine. Now, let's dive into, what is it, 9:15. We got 15 minutes till market open. Let's jump into this. Knowing that we have, I'm going to delete these, but we know we have SMT to the upside on a higher time frame. We know we're failing to trade above this previous highs. We know we're failing to trade above EQ of this range, right? We know this is going to bother me. Right there. We know that we're trading in EQ of this range, right? We are above previous all-time highs. This is where things might get interesting, right? Because we know that this can basically get turned into some sort of support, right? And then push us higher from here. And maybe we do something like this, break above, hold, and push higher. Is it possible? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm not ruling that out, but I need to be careful and understand what's going on with price. Okay, let's dive into the 3-day. 3-day. Let's take a look at it with nothing on. So there's our 3-day. Previous all-time highs, failure swing, perfect. Same thing, right? We know, let's go to the daily, sorry. Let's go to the daily. SMT with these highs. This high was the tweet from Trump about pausing tariffs or something like that. Yeah, this was a tweet, right? And we have SMT with that inside of the gap. And so this looks good to me. This looks ready. Let's get rid of this here. And we'll talk about it in just a second. Okay. I was hoping if we do want to, here's the thing. I have to stay open to the idea that hey, maybe we're done with the bearish, price action. I have to stay open with that. So what was I actually looking for? I was looking for us to trade into the gap, which we did. Give us an SMT inside of the gap, which on a daily it doesn't look like we did. Maybe inside a smaller time frame we did, but on a daily we have not gotten that SMT, right, to the upside or to the downside. Looking at this, yeah, no SMT there. Okay, let's go to the 12-hour. Now this is going to start painting a picture really well. On the 12-hour, we have a hidden SMT, to the upside, but I'm looking for bearish price action. So there's no reason for me to be looking at this bullish hidden SMT yet. At this point, I just need to watch price. There's our failure swing. There's our previous all-time high. And you can see how these are playing out in the market, right? You can see what we're doing and how we're... Oopsies. Dude, come on. There we go. Previous all-time highs, right? There it is. I'm going to use that as a guide for me today. We have this BPR on YM. This is an 8-hour BPR. Actually, do we have a 12? No, but we do have a 6. This is the one that I would be looking at. This is sort of the wall for me, right? This 6-hour BPR. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, look how we respected that. Like price respects so many different things at so many different time frames. It's ridiculous. But you can see the correlation, right? You can see the correlation between previous all-time highs. We broke above, holding above previous all-time highs. Because we are below on all three assets, I expect ES to fail. I do. I expect ES to fail this. Right? So I think that's what I'm looking at this point. 9:20, we got 10 minutes. What else do we have? Let's drop down to the 3-hour for a moment. Dude, where is my... There it is. Come on, load. Show history, sure. I want to show you guys something here because I think this is important. Understanding that this right here, this high, right, it's basically the high from this Monday. Yeah, the high from Monday, right, last week to this high is a weekly sequential SMT. And I'm looking at this on top of an SMT here. So not only is this a regular SMT, this is a weekly sequential on top of a regular SMT. And then we drop down, there's an SMT here. There's a BPR here on all assets. And so yeah, my stance is bearish. So let's go to the 90-minute. What else do we have? Nothing here on the 90. Here's what I want to see. I want to see us trade. Let me show you where that's at. I want to see us trade into... There's a 15-minute BPR here somewhere. But really, this is a 30-minute that I want to see us trade back into. If we get it. Am I expecting us to trade into this? I mean, we don't have to. But actually, something has to trade into this. If we want to leave this open, something has to trade into this in order to leave it open, right? Period. Will it be will it be ES and Q YM or RTY? I don't know. But I do want something to trade into this. Why? Because then that'll give us a second form of divergence, right? A nice SMT inside of this gap to take us lower. And now let's just start to measure this stuff. If that's what we expect, all right, let's just say we expect this. This would make sense. This would make sense at -2 and -4. So I'm only framing and anticipating price if it gets there. Nothing else. I'm not trying to predict price. I'm only framing it in a way that allows me to basically have an idea of where price could go. This makes sense, right? This makes sense. And I'm only doing like this isn't the exact measurement, obviously, and this could play out totally different, but this makes sense. -2 to these lows, -4, that would make sense to me, right? And price needs to make sense. We know that standard deviation. What's up, dude? Good morning. I'm gonna put a heart and a confetti and $100. But that makes sense to me, right? I want to be able to see price move in a way that targets very specific lows. And I know that this is a low that I want to target, right? Yesterday, and Daniel, you remember this, but I mentioned on the Discord that I wanted to see right down here, I think previous all-time highs. Let's measure that for a second, because there was a target that I had waiting all day yesterday, and it never got hit. Where's our SMT? Right here. So I was looking for, I could probably go look back, but -2 and -2 got hit. At what time? 4:30. That sucks. 4:40. So the higher time frame target got hit. I was really expecting and hoping that price would come up here into, from here, just drop, come up here, boom, give us another SMT somewhere, and then we get our move. But that obviously didn't happen. Maybe we'll do that today. Maybe we'll just, pump into here at open in about 5 minutes, which honestly would make a lot of sense. And then we drop. That ideally would be nice to get a drop for the rest of the day. Do we have to? No, absolutely not. Good. I'm gonna type it in just, because it's so it looks full, Is that how you spell good morning? Yeah, it is. Is that it? Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Super early for me, at least. I'm used to, what is it? Um, well, actually, I went to sleep pretty late yesterday watching Severance. It's a heck of a show. It's interesting. So we'll be watching again today. All right. Let's get rid of this. So now we have a game plan. Let's frame this to the upside. We have to frame this to the upside. Let's do that. We got about 3 minutes, and then we'll watch market open. So framing this to the upside, what do we have? We know we have an SMT down here. Right, so then the frame for this becomes, let's look at it on the 3 hour. This gives us a better, there it is, right? Right in the here, right here. There is our SMT on this is on a intra medium sort of time frame, and you can see that model is complete. That model is complete there. So that's complete, right? And we have, you could call it an SMT up here. But then if you look at it on a higher time frame, let's look at it on the 6 hour. you can see clear highs here, which honestly would be that one. -2 takes us back very close to all-time highs, right, on YM. This takes us to our weekly opening gap, or sorry, a weekly gap that we haven't tapped into. And this should do the same thing. Yep. So this setup makes sense to the upside on a higher time frame, right? On a higher time frame, I still want to see us trade below, down here. Now this is also, honestly, this is more of a preference. Ideally, it would have to be these lows, right? Somewhere down here with these lows, because we've seen that happen, right? We've seen that happen. We also have another SMT here, which could be a push higher. But why am I not looking at this SMT right now? And this is really, really important. Why am I not looking at this SMT right now? Why am I not saying, oh, well, we're bullish right now? Well, we just put in a second SMT, and this is a sequential. This is just a regular SMT. This one up here is sequential stacked with a regular SMT inside a weekly gap, right? So did we get this SMT just to rebalance, to come hunt this initial push, right? Giving us our real SMT to the upside to confirm the higher time frame. And that's what I want to see. And that's where I'm talking about, like, I am bearish on a smaller time frame, but at the same time, I have to understand that price has been pushing up, right? Price has been pushing up. There's a high time frame model to the upside, and I have to respect that. But I cannot be afraid to play this to the downside on a smaller time frame. I can't. So what am I expecting today? Again, let's run these highs. This is a low liquidity run right here. We've got, here it is, 9:30 open. Run that. Run this. And run this. So yeah, if we can get a run on all of these, that would be nice. Honestly, if RTY, let's see. Well, there's, yeah, I wouldn't, honestly, I probably wouldn't get in this until we get either a break below all of this, put a new low here, break below it, change in the state, and then continuation to the downside. But I don't know that I'd want to take this one right now. For example, if this is an SMT here, this doesn't take us anywhere. And I hope that makes sense. There's nothing here that makes sense. Where does this take us? Not nowhere. This doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not going to take it. At least on a, well, this is a 15-minute. That doesn't make sense to me. But this might make more sense to me, actually, right here. Okay. Yeah, I still wouldn't take this yet. It's not clear. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's not clear yet to the point where I'd want to take it. Let's dive into a smaller time frame for a moment. Yeah, push higher. Come on, push higher. That's what I want to see. YM is dropping. Yeah, SMT here to push us higher into this gap. Let's take a look at equities. Why US stock might look different. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, Tesla. Guys, this is okay. I was looking at Tesla yesterday. And I am not a trend line trader, but this trend line looks tasty. Looks sexy. That's what it looks like. So Tesla, we had this ridiculous nonsense push to the upside because of the association with Trump, right? Right there, low, channel low, high, low, low. So this channel, right, has been important. We broke below it, and we can't break above it right now. And this is a channel to the downside. And then we're at a point of, we're at a really, really important intersection. A, downtrend channel, right? This is our uptrend break to the downside. We have not been able to break above. You remember all of this? It was just like nasty. We couldn't break above. New week opening gaps all over the place. This is a place where I honestly don't mind shorting Tesla. I do not mind shorting Tesla because my risk to the upside at this point, I know that it's capped right up here, basically at these highs, right? So I do not mind shorting Tesla. I still want price to go lower, and it makes sense with confirming in higher SMT on the indices to go higher. Once we get that SMT, then I'll switch my positions, and I will be pretty bullish, honestly, unless there's other things that show up with Tesla. But Tesla is looking rather ugly. Rather ugly. She's ugly. That's what she is. Okay. And there's no question about it. Let's measure this for poops and giggles. -4 is way down here at 170. Lines up with this low. Actually, I'm really interested in this. Yeah, look at where -4 lands. All of this, I would say from here to right here. I like this. I like this. Yeah, this looks good. Boom, Tesla down here. I would love to see that. Love to see that. Why am I looking at Tesla? Because I'm just waiting for price to do something. Yeah, I'm waiting on price to do something else. And while I wait, I am literally just gonna watch other stuff. Now we also have this kind of crazy here, but we're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, that looks good to me. Look at that intersection. Where's that intersection at? Guys, come on. Like this is, yeah, this is it. This is what I'll be looking for. Right here. Intersection -4 at 173, 173.50. That's where I'll be at. Tesla, that's where I'll load up. I don't care. I do not care. Stop loss. Honestly, on a higher time frame, I would load up here. Let this run. If it runs below 150, then I'll kind of manage my position. But at this point, I would probably add all the way to, let's just say it drops to 100. I would add so much and hold that. But that's me. That's me, right? So Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia. I mean, Nvidia's honestly, it's not at a bad spot at 100 to just continue higher. So that's where I'm saying, like, a lot of this stuff is primed to go high, right? Like, but I want to see a second form of SMT on the indices. Where are we at? Oh, let's go. Our crypto trade. It's working out ish. We about got stopped out yesterday. I talked about this channel for a moment. I talked about this channel being so people were like, "Oh man, it broke out, it broke out." I don't think so. I think this is just a higher time frame downtrend that we were pushing back into, and for a continuation lower, it also lines up with -2 standard deviations. Where is it? -2 standard deviations here. Stupid. Come on. Yeah, right there. -2. Tapped into that. Lands into the channel. And we continue lower. Negative. Yeah. Yeah. So. Or maybe this gives us an SMT with this high. And then we continue lower. Still inside of the channel. All right. What are we doing here? Let's go. Let's go. Pushing higher. I like this. I do. I like this. Yo, why my indicator's not showing up? Okay, sir. Come on. Come on. Do something. Okay. What if I take this off? Can you work? Come on, bro. Do something. So stupid. So dumb. Will it work here? Oh, look how nasty this is. This is drawings everywhere. Disgusting. Disgusting. Nah, just kidding. I like this stuff. I like it. This looks good. All right. Okay, we've got a sweep there. We've got an SMT here. It's inside of yeah, it's inside of this range. This looks medium good. But it has to look so good that I can't pass on it. Right now is medium good, you know? Honestly, this isn't a really, really good place. Gap over gap. Yeah, this isn't a really good place for it to reject here. Man, I would love for it to come up here, tap into that, but maybe we don't get that. Why wouldn't we get that? I guess that's my issue. Okay, we tapped into this here, into the gap there. So no reason for this to gap. This could be left open. I mean, yeah. This could be left open. Yeah, this is where things get interesting. Looking for shorts soon. Not yet. Looking for shorts soon. Oh, I don't even have my Discord open. Sorry, guys. Let's also join the Discord. Absolutely free. Join the Discord. We're there chilling. Daniel said it's gap filled Thursday. Oh, that's a thing. Oh, you mean this gap right here? Tuesday's gap? I mean, we filled it here on YM. But maybe we got, maybe it's a breakthrough Thursday. That'd be nice. That would be nice. We got some wins in the chat. Let's go, boys. Past 3 combines during Asia session. Let's go. Dude, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Wins. W's. W. Dude, killing it, man. 3 combines past Asia session. Let's go. That's amazing. Oh, let's go. We're getting that push to the upside. Come on. Getting that push to the upside. This is what we want to see. And here's the thing. Man, as much as I'm like, oh yeah, we could go up here. There was no real entry for me. There was no real entry for me here. I mean, except maybe somewhere here, but I mean, this looks disgusting. Yeah, this looks disgusting. It's like SMT already, SMT here. What do we want to do? Yeah, maybe this is the push we wanted. What are we doing here? Let's go 30 minutes. Let's go. Yep, this is lining. This is lining up. This is lining up good. Things are happening. What time is it? 9:42. Yep, things are happening for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. 9:50, 10:10 comes around. This is what we're gonna do. Let me show you guys what we're gonna do. This would be sick right here. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Um Oh, come on, bro. Where is this? What time frame is this? 30 minutes? Yeah. 30 minutes. I like 30 minutes. So this is what I want to see. Okay. Bro, come on. 15 minutes? Can I do Yeah. I want to see a fat candle like this. Yeah. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm looking for. And this is that. I want this to be a 15-minute candle. I'm going to screenshot it, share it with the group. Yeah, looking for a candle like this. Yeah, look, it's realistic, guys. It's realistic. Don't say anything. It's realistic. Look at this candle right here. Right? Realistic. That's realistic. Somebody put fire. Who was that? Daniel. It's so realistic. Oh man, I just changed my Shoot. Okay. Let's change it back. Shoot, I don't remember which one it was. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Drop it like it's hot. All right, so here we go. We're tapping into that fair value gap. This is exactly what I want to see, which gives us an SMT at the fair value gap. I would be looking for entry here. All right, I'd be looking for entry here. Let's go drop down. Let's drop into the 15-second. We know that we have a sweep of liquidity here. We understand that. So the sweep happened here. Boom. Now can we get a second sweep? Yeah, SMT. That's the opposite of candle. Flaccid. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I guess we can call it that. What about friend zone candle? Okay. There it is. Guys, this is exactly what I want to see. Now, look at this, right, for a moment. I actually don't want to see this whole thing get tapped into. This is what I want to see get tapped into. This is a 15-minute BPR, right? Sort of inversion with a fair value gap on the 15-minute. This is what I want to see. Let's drop down to the 15-second, and we can start looking for an entry. Because we understand that price is fractal, right? This is why we can drop into the 5-second. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We do have an SMT. We do have an SMT. We have a CISD to the upside. Yeah, trade into it. Bro, give me something good. Let's see. Go to Spotify. 10:10. I'll be heading out of here and just chatting it up with the group. Oh shoot. Okay. We're about to get our entry here. Where's our entry? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would take this. Honestly, that's 680 on this. Heck yeah. If we get it. If we get a tap into our CISD. Okay, share a little. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Great. Go to song radio. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what is this? Yeah, sign in. All right. Trade of 8. I would feel comfortable taking this. Aye. And if we get stopped out, we got stopped out quick. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I need to play some. How do we? Is this it? Yeah. Is it playing? No, bro. Right here. All right, I'm in on this on my my other accounts. Let's go. So we have an SMT here. We have a lot of room to the upside on YM, so I also have to pay attention to that. And there we go. We got stopped out. So not ready yet. Not ready yet. But I have to be open to the idea of this model playing out. Yeah, SMT guys, this looks man, this looks good. This looks too good. I probably won't take it with 20 this time though. I'll probably start scaling it with 5. Sell, duh. Once we get this, yeah. Second, there it is. If we get, but I need a stop sell. I need a stop sell here. So basically, I only get triggered if it what do you call it? If it drops to where I want it to drop, then I'll get triggered in. Otherwise, I don't get triggered in yet. Yeah, this thing's about to just clap. So, but that would be it. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be looking for anything else after this. I don't think. This would be the only play that I want to look at. It lines up with my bias. It lines up with what I want to see. Look at this. This is a huge SMT. Huge SMT. Right? Let's measure this as an SMT. Where does this take us? Maybe go to the 30-minute. -4. That looks good. Yeah, like even if it's just like down to these lows, man, that's quite some ways there. Uh, 950. So that was our macro there. That was our 950 macro. Currently sitting on an SMT here. Oh man, my lines are jacked up. Yeah, there we go. So now we're sitting here on an SMT. We know that even if yes, we don't have that SMT yet, but we have this SMT here. That SMT is right here. Nineteen 19043. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, we could get that on NQ and give us, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice for sure. It's inside of the Fair Valley Gap too, so that would be nice. Yeah, so now we have, this is a massive SMT. I wish I had my quarters. Let's copy this. Copy. Paste. Can you show me? Oh, duh. What an idiot. I had my indicators off. What a dummy. Okay, now we can see. Now we have direction. Now we have our headlights on. Do we have, so it's this high. Okay, that's not gonna be it. So session to session, we might have to drop into the 1 minute to see this one. Yeah, our CISD is not all the way until down here on the 1 minute. Yeah, nothing here yet. Maybe we do get an SMT up here with with NQ, and everything else just basically that would be nice. Honestly, that's a nice push to the upside. 200. Oh, what happened? Nope, that's not the trade I want. That was accident. That was an accident. Yeah, here's an S&T. Yeah, this looks good. But honestly, it has to happen soon. Otherwise, the rest of the day could have something like we did yesterday. Just all of this. Oh my gosh. All of this. That's what we could have. Right? If we just get this push up right now. But we'll see. We'll see what the heck. Dang, it's 10. No SMT here. I mean, there is with these other two assets, but that's about it. Oh. Yeah. Took one of my two shorts for the day here. Let's go, dude. This is a good place. Yeah, this is a great place to get a short. I mean, honestly, the risk here is what? It's not. I mean, look at the downside. Yeah, this is good. This looks good.
Is your brother up to speed on the case?
Thank you for coming. I'm really glad.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have electric chemistry. It's better than the original in every way. Anything else? We gotta go get drunk. And it's one of the most entertaining movies of the year. So too.
Oh,
Out there, meet us tonight.
Nordstrom brings you the
oh, there's an essence. This looks good.
Mango, Free People, and Princess Polly. All under
And I'm talking about this to like basically activate the beginning of that
this spring.
if it wants to.
Returns and in-store pickup.
What I got commercials for?
Shop now in stores and at Nordstrom.com.
Okay. There we go.
So right now I need everybody
Mm.
to put your phone down.
Mm-hmm.
I need everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go.
Well, well, well. Right. Dang, dude, this thing just keeps on going. Yeah, this thing just keeps pushing at this point. Man, oh man.
Hey, hey.
19106. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. It's above the opening and closing and opening price of those highs. I need everybody put your phone down.
Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go.
Dang, dude, this thing is just pumping, huh? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, this thing is just pumping. Oh, let's look at level 2 for a second. What is it at? The features desk. Here it is. How do I get? There we go. What is this? What did I do here? Add a DOM right here. Maximize, no. How do I detach this? Okay. Okay. Bro, what? Okay. What is this? MNQ. Here's the orders we have there. Let's take a look at them. These are level 2. Oh, we stacking orders, huh? 150. Oh, they're gone. Okay, 2 at 82. Or sorry. Yeah, 1982. No, 1982. Did we just eat through that? Oh, we did. Okay, let's look at NQ. Oh, 44. Oh, they took him 46 at 54. There. Yeah, look, like these are just a bunch of sell orders. Look at how, yeah, 54.25. Okay. A tick. All right, it's 10:11. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the group and where's my thing? Where's my thing at? Guys, do all the YouTube stuff, like the like and subscribe stuff, whatever. Also, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. First link in the description below. I'll catch you guys there. Thanks for watching.